Well, actually, I just done a lap there before coming on this, but I thought I'd stream this instead of TT today. We streamed TT for the last few days, and it's just the same track, isn't it? Like, don't get me wrong, it's a really good game. Like, I'd go back on it now. Like, that's not, I love that game, but I'm sort of meaning more for you guys. Like, just watching me go around on a bike might just get a little bit boring, especially when it's like the same track each time, and when the track itself is like 37 and so what long. So I kind of just thought, like, let's, let's go back to Grovewood for a bit. Doesn't mean I'll never stream TT again. It's just I don't want to stream the same thing all the time. So we'll go back to Grovewood now. But TT definitely has been a good game for me, because I've been looking for a game for ages what beats Minecraft. And what I say that is where I want to keep playing it. Because Minecraft, I've obviously played Minecraft for God, I don't know how many years now. A lot of years, more than 5 years. I've been obviously building and constructing different cities, and I've never found a game that's done the same as Minecraft. Where like after all them years, like I still want to play it practically every day, apart from GTA. But even GTA, I don't even play that every day. But there's never been a game where it's like Minecraft. I come on and probably do something every day on Minecraft, just about, whether it's recording a video, whether it's building something. Yo, Steve, what's happening, bro? And I've always been looking for a game that could do the same as what Minecraft did. Something that makes me want to keep going back to it, so I'm not just playing the same game all the time, because I buy a lot of games, what look alright, like City Skylines, Lego Worlds, but they've all got boring in the end, and, I come back to Minecraft for some reason. Yeah, I'm good. Hi, you're back. Hi, you're back. Grove Street Land. Yes, I am. I'm back, Grove Street Land. It's been a couple of days since I've really properly been on here. I come on here, I think, yesterday, and just like did a little bit of highway, but then I just got bored again and went back on the new TT game. But yeah, everything's all good, Steve. If I'm completely honest, this is coming together is Grovewood, hopefully, and I'm gonna tell you some of my plans in a moment. For like what I'm working on, and what my plans. How your TT game? That game is sick. I tell you one thing, like, because I know you've got a bike in real, Steve. If you want a game that gives you a good sense of speed, that's definitely a game. If you want a challenging game, that's definitely a game that you should get. And if you want a game that looks good, then that is also the game that you should buy. Now, it's not the best bike game out there. There's, some bike games what are sort of realistic, a bit more realistic than this game. Now, I'd say graphic-wise, Big Ben Interactive, who made the TT game, I say they nailed it. Like, it looks absolutely beautiful, and everything from like a post box to a street lamp around the TT course is exactly where it would be in real. All the landmarks, the speed limit signs for when it's obviously open to the public, even the shop signs like Spa Shop. There's actual like Spa Shop in the game, what you can go past. All the bends are exactly perfect to how they would be in real. The light and the shade's really good, so like when you're riding under a tree, you get the shadow and everything. The only thing that it can be a little bit unrealistic sometimes is I think the sound of the bike when it goes through gears could just sound a touch better, and there's just a little bit, it's not too good on the back wheel as the bike. Sometimes if you come into a corner wrong, the bike can just do things that it can just do like things what a real bike wouldn't do. Like the game causes the bike to glitch out, and sometimes when you're passing a rider, I've noticed there's sometimes a bit of a glitch as well. Like sometimes you'll be catching up to a rider, but you won't sort of like get past him, and then he'll just sort of glitch and shoot behind you, and like you've not even passed him. So there is a few like there is a few little minor details that they need to work on. There is a bug fix coming for it soon. We're getting the sidecars in May. Ben has a PS camera now, sick. Yeah, we're getting the sidecar update in May. There's probably going to be more updates to come. And I think, you know, like, they've released it now, so if they do what Minecraft does and just keep, you know, updating it, bringing us new bikes, maybe new game modes, maybe even new tracks in the future, I think they could really nail this, you know. I think we could. I think they could nail that game, Steve, and make it, you know, a pretty good bike game if they just keep updating and bug fixing and maybe just improving the sound and stuff. Which, you know, obviously would be good for them to do. But I definitely think they could really make this a good game. So if you are wondering to buy it, anyone, I definitely say buy it, but you've got to be into your bikes to buy it. Because anyone can like racing and, you know, for example, you know, buy a rallying game, like even if they're not into racing that much. But when it comes to that TT game, you've got to be like really into the bikes to understand, because everyone likes a racing game, but to do a 37 and so much mile long track, you know, for someone who's not really into bikes, it's going to get boring for them. But for someone who's into bikes, they're going to be, you know, they're going to be buzzing about doing the whole TT track, which is, you know, which is obviously what you want. But yeah, there we go. So what am I would make a game about S and cars. Oh, about bikes and cars, the same game. That would be quite good. Making a game that has bikes and cars, like to race, that would be quite good. I think they should make a racing game what has like loads of modes in, so you could do like bike racing, you could possibly do like car racing, and then you could also do like boat racing and maybe like cycling and stuff like that. I think that'd be quite good. You know, like a game where you can kind of do like loads from cycling, motorbike racing, car racing, even like truck racing. I think that'd be quite good. But not them like not like in a Need for Speed styled game, though. You know, I think they should make a truck racing game. Yeah, we have had games like Truck Mania in the past, and on like PC. Yeah, air racing as well would be quite good. Yeah, truck racing would be quite good because they do actually do truck racing. Go-karting would be good as well. I think go-kart racing would be quite good too. Definitely, go-kart racing would definitely 100% be good, I think, personally. Yeah, definitely, go-kart racing. Painting building game would be sick. It would be sick. I tell you what I'd like as a game. I've said this before, but I think this would be a really good game. But imagine a game which goes through. Imagine like a life simulator. So imagine a game that's like kind of features like, say, like the whole of the UK, for example, and say like you know, you start life as a kid, and the choices you make like during the game depend on like where you're like the person you're playing as like goes in the future. So say like for example, like if you make him like really bad at school, so say if you like don't attend lessons and, do you know what I mean, like mess about, then it kind of like will inflict on like the options for like things you can do in the future of the game could be like, you know, a bit more like not as good. So say like if you make your character a good character, you know, gets on with his schoolwork, then he could have the opportunity to do something like decent in life, you know, like own a business and stuff like that. And I think it'd be really cool. And then you could have like obstacles in the way. Yeah, or you bunk. Yeah, and you have to pay a fine for not going to school. And I think they should also put like things like obstacles in the way that can make the game hard. Like, for example, like your character could catch an illness and then maybe he's got to miss work, and then if you miss work for so long it maybe makes you like lose your job, and if you die you don't respawn. Like, that's it. Like, I think the game personally should be like you know, like once you die, that's it. You know, you gotta then start again as a new person. Yeah, life simulator. And then, like, same, like, if you want to drive, like, you've got to take your driving test. But then, like, also, if you do something wrong, like, against the law, instead of, like, spawning outside the police station, do you know what I mean? Like, you actually go into jail, and then you've actually got to, like, be in jail and, you know, like, serve your time. Like, obviously, if it's a long time, they wouldn't, you know, just make it a short amount of time for the game. Depending on what you've done. But then if you do something bad, then maybe like that's your part of the game. But then maybe there's like something like you know, what could, like, you know, if you do some good stuff in prison, then maybe it can like help you get out earlier. Yeah, get points on your license, you know. And then you've got to do things like go shopping, pay your bills. You know what I mean? You can kind of like choose. You can make your character fat, thin, muscly, you know, weak. It's fine, mine is clean, lol. My license is clean. Well, I don't have a driving license, but my bike license is clean. But yeah, I think that'd be a pretty sick game, you know, like a proper life simulator where you've got to do like the real things in life, and, you know, even like simple things like brushing your teeth, and then if you don't, like, you go to the dentist and it's not good. Like, I think that could be pretty good. You know, but you can literally like do a range of jobs, from like maybe like firefighters, paramedics, you know, like policemen, maybe working in shops. Yeah, you've got a lorry license. Just got me bike at the moment. To be completely, you know, like there with you. Just a bike at the moment. Right, I'm trying to think. Go for your car. Yeah, I want to do, but the thing is like, I was going for my car license, and like the amount of people what were like pressuring me about it, like it put me off in a way. Like, I want to drive personally, because like I love the idea of like having my own car to get from A to B, you know, stereo, being able to play music and go out for a drive in the country. But the thing is like loads of people like round the house started like peer pressuring me about my theory test, and they kept like every day, like as it was getting closer to me like going in for my theory test, you know, like loads of people would be like, oh, I do hope you pass. Do you know what I mean? And the thing is, like, in the end it just started making me like nervous about, you know, like what if I don't pass type thing. And then I was kind of getting all worried. Like, I was trying like so hard like not to pass. I was trying hard to pass, if that makes sense, but like too hard. Like, I was worrying more about not passing, that it was making me do bad on the test, because I was more panicking. Do you know what I mean? Like the thing is like I want to do it, obviously, but I don't. I want to kind of do it in my own time. Yeah, I sat it a couple of times, the theory test, but it was just a thing, like the thing with like, you know, like loads of people saying like, I do hope you pass, you know, I do hope you pass. Like, it was putting pressure on me, and it was making me feel like, you know, if I didn't pass, I was gonna be like letting them all down, and it was worrying me, and it was making me like, it's, you know, it was making me feel like really ill, and then I was just that nervous that I weren't focusing on the test properly. So I passed my theory first time, but you see, my practical, like when I was, you know, out doing driving lessons in the car, I was doing all right. you know, I made a few errors like at the beginning, but I wasn't like massively bad. Like I didn't nearly cause an accident or anything like that. It's just sometimes I was a bit too close to the edge of the road, you know, like to the left hand side, and then like you know sometimes I'd be just a little bit, you know. Sometimes maybe like the odd time I'd just like get into the wrong gear or something. But I was better in the car than I was actually sitting the test. Like, you know, like answering the questions. Do you know what I mean? Like, but on your test, your nerves go to you. Yeah, yeah, that obviously is true. I was fine on my bike test when I did my CBT. I passed first time. Um, you know, like, you know, I made a few mistakes first time on the CBT, but not enough to, you know, not enough to like fail me. And then the second time, the guy just, yeah, you know what you're doing. There's no point, you know, like it's obvious you're gonna pass. He said, and you know, there was no point like, there was no point like just wasting time. Like in other words, like because obviously in the afternoon, you know, you ride around. Well, you know what I mean. Like you know, it's similar, isn't it? Like it allows you to like, you know, whatever the, you know, you still, well, they say you can't fail it, but you know what I mean, like, it still gets you on the road, doesn't it? Yeah, it stands for compulsory basic training, yeah. But you know what I mean, like, it still in a way gets you a little, like, mini license, like, you know. But anyway, more to the point, like, he said there was no point just driving around because he knew that I knew what I was doing. So, you know, he just more or less passed me and said, there you go, type thing. But anyway, is GTA streams still on the channel? Not as much, no. What can we build here, guys? We've got the airport building here. What can we put next to it? That's what I'm thinking, like, what can we put next to it? That's like, do you know what I mean? Like that's like the question. What can we put next to it? I'm really like wondering like what we can put here. To be honest, I didn't know whether to do a gas station. I know you've got one with the with the Asda. Like there's an Asda one just up here. Well, it's a bit away. Well, it's not that far. Yeah, I'm gonna do the cargo docks that way. Yeah, we got the gas station here, but this one's like Asda. So we could do another one, I suppose. Yeah, cargo docks. I'm gonna do pretty much. You see how there's a roundabout here, and then you've got like this is the airport. So basically, from this roundabout up here to the one where we're at now is kind of like a bypass. So there's gonna be basically from this airport, this is gonna be another like sort of bypassy main road type thing. And then at the end of this bypass, when I decide to like call it the end, we'll have like another junction, and then that'll turn off into the cargo docks. But the thing is I need to make sure that the airport runway and that is going to be big enough before I actually start the cargo docks. If you get what I mean, because obviously, like you know, I don't want the I obviously want like the airport to be fairly big before I can like start the cargo docks. But you know, if you get what I mean. So like I need to plan all of that stuff out. So I need to like make sure that this road might be a bit longer than some of the other roads, but it should be quite good. But yeah, I'm kind of thinking maybe at a gas station. So like just when you come out the you know, like just as you come out the airport and, you know, say you're coming this way, you can just stop and get some fuel. Like, say if you bought a hired car, I know they usually like fuel it up for you, but you know what I mean. Like, it's there like for using. You know, if you've maybe if you've come to pick someone up and you've travelled maybe a bit of distance. I need to start to. I need to start to concrete on my seam. Yeah, stadiums, man. They take time. I've just had a message. What is it? Oh, it's Facebook business. Stupid thing. Right, I need to try and find. Right, what gas station company shall we do? What gas station company shall we do? Like, let's think of some. Say, like, Esso. You know, Jet. Yeah, Esso. Go on, Steve. Yeah, I think we'll do Esso. I might do a bit of a bigger one though, you know, what has like a car mechanic place and a car wash and stuff like that. So we need to find a pretty big one. That's a bit of a small one. Uh, a little Lego Esso from like the 80s. That looks pretty sick actually. Um, let's have a look. We got that one. Not that keen on that one though. An Esso there. An old-fashioned one. Oh, there's an Esso there. Hey, that one's not too bad. That actually might work. That actually might work. Alright, so I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And actually, we'll just break there. There we are. Yeah, so does Esso, so I'm going to do that. But I have got a bit of a plan for this, so it's all good. Right, we'll take this to here.